Hi guys, what is going on? Jack from Minifigs, and today we're going to be talking about another 5 LEGO minifigures that you need to buy in 2023. I had so many messages on my last video about 5 minifigures that you need to buy that I thought I'd do a part 2. So today I'm going to be looking at 5 minifigures from various themes across the LEGO brand that you need to be looking to pick up this year. These minifigures aren't necessarily ranked from 5th to 1st place. This is just 5 minifigures that I think are really good and are probably going to be worth investing in. I also better just say I'm not a financial advisor, and this certainly isn't financial advice. This is just my opinion on a few minifigures that I would personally look to buy this year, whether it's for your personal collection or for investing. So starting the list off for today, we have Neymar. This is a minifigure that was recently released with the Black Panther Wakanda Forever LEGO sets. I wasn't a big fan of the character in the actual movie, but I think they did the minifigure a lot of justice. And although he hasn't got any arm printing, there's still some decent torso and leg printing, particularly on the side of the legs. You've got those little wings on his heels that actually look really cool. Looked a bit goofy in the movie, but on the minifigure it looks really wicked. And then you've also got that decent hairpiece with the ears. And the reason I put this minifigure on this list is because Neymar is actually a really important character in the Marvel universe, which makes him an extremely popular character amongst comic book fans. However, I do actually think that it's very unlikely that LEGO will remake another Neymar minifigure. So for that reason, I thought I'd put him on this list. And as for his price, well, you can pick him up for about $12 in the US and about the same in the UK and Europe. Which tells me that there is actually quite a lot of demand for this minifigure, otherwise he'd probably be priced a lot cheaper. And next up we have Torn Wee from the LEGO Star Wars franchise, and you can pick up this minifigure for about $12. And that's interesting because $12, and I'm probably underestimating it a little bit, still makes up a fair chunk of the LEGO Obi-Wan Kenobi Starfighter set which this minifigure features in. So this tells me that really the main reason people are picking up that set is because of this minifigure. And what an amazing minifigure it is. I mean, that neck and headpiece is really cool, so unique. You're likely never going to see something like that ever again. And I'd be extremely surprised if you ever see this minifigure remade, because Torn Wee wasn't exactly a big character in the Star Wars franchise. But even so, this is definitely one of the better LEGO Star Wars minifigures we've had in recent years. So this is definitely a minifigure that you won't want to miss out on. And the next minifigure, or minifigures that I put on the list, was actually the Disney 100 CMF series. And you could pick out almost any minifigure from this series, and I personally think it will do really well in a few years' time. Simply because the buy-in price is just so low. £3.50 in the UK, $5 in America. That's absolutely crazy, considering you're getting such a high quality minifigure, no matter what minifigure you get out of the foil bag. Some of my favourites are the Wizard Mickey, Pinocchio, Jiminy Cricket, and my absolute favourite is Stitch. I cannot wait to get my hands on that minifigure. But you've also got so many other popular characters, including Robin Hood, Tiana, Cruella de Vil, and Aurora. And one thing that also makes me think that these minifigures are going to do really well on the aftermarket is I can't imagine that these minifigures will be out for too long. Maybe even just till the end of the year. We're not too sure just yet on that, but these minifigures certainly won't be out any longer than 2024. So you may have plenty of time to pick up the minifigures, but I wouldn't necessarily count on it. So pick them up as soon as you can, and you likely won't regret it. Moving on to another minifigure that I had to put in this list, it's Morbius. And unlike the movie, the inclusion of the Morbius minifigure in this list isn't a joke. You can pick him up for $10 on the second-hand market, or you can spend about $20 and buy the set that Morbius features in, that being Miles Morales vs Morbius. And I personally really like this minifigure. It's really cool and detailed, and again, like a lot of the minifigures on this list, you can't see that this minifigure will ever be remade. And just like Neymar, Morbius is very popular among comic book fans. So that's one thing I'll certainly be capitalising on, and I'll likely be picking up a few Morbius minifigures this year. Which leaves us now with the final space on the list, which goes to Ned B. And you can pick him up for about $11. And although Ned B isn't exactly a notable character in the Star Wars franchise, his inclusion in the Obi-Wan series was just about the only highlight I found in that series. He was actually pretty cool, and I absolutely love the design LEGO gave him. I mean, that moulded head and chest piece is absolutely phenomenal. You've also got printed legs to give extra detail, and again, like a lot of the minifigures on this list, it's hard to see that this minifigure will ever be remade. This is probably going to be a one and done, so you have to get him in the set he's currently in, that being Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader, otherwise you're likely going to miss out on this minifigure. And I can quite easily see, although a lot of people have disagreed with me in the past, because let's face it, the Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader set isn't exactly popular, but I do think that once that set retires, the Ned B minifigure really will increase in value. I mean, personally that's just my guess, maybe it's a hot take, I don't know. But I'm definitely going to be picking up a few Ned B minifigures this year. Anyway guys, what did you make to this list? Are there any minifigures that you think I should have put in this list? Let me know down in the comments. As always guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.